Good morning, Kieran here, the founder of FUNDA. How are you today on this rainy morning? I hope you can join the show. For some reason, why do I always look blind in one eye when I wake up in the morning? I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I've been on my run. I've got active. I've been in my gym. That's why I'm from home this morning, because I've decided to pretty much get active, get up early, and not let this COVID-19 defeat us. So let's go. I've got Maddy on the show this morning. But before I introduce you to Maddy, who is one of our FUNDA Greatness Child, she's joined us from when she was a young age. I remember Maddy used to turn up with her red, bright face and her bright coloured football boots on and pretty much turn up with mum and dad and have lots of fun on a Saturday morning. And we just had fun. We learned the fundamentals. We had fun. We got active. And hello to everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, Twitter, and all our social media platforms. And I know that some people have already messaged me saying, we're going to watch this show back. We've looked forward to this show. So before I introduce you to Maddy, who's really excited to be on the show, I just want to introduce you to her. We're going to learn about lots of tips for parents, lots of tips for children, and what it takes really to become a female footballer. Also play for Liverpool FC. Also play for England. Hello, guys. This is some hidden secrets from Maddy, who's going to join us. And luckily, we're in lockdown at the minute, so Maddy can join us. She's not skiving from school. She's not ducking school. She's joining us live. We're going to have so much fun. It's great to have a female on the show because lots of people have pretty much complained and said, we want more females, Kieran. We need more girls. So here goes. I want to introduce a young child. It's important to have children on our show as well, because that's what FUNDA's all about. So before I introduce you to Maddy, I just want to show you this little TV clip, this advert that Maddy was just on, and she's going to talk all about this advert. She's going to talk about how she did it, what her mum and dad's support is. I know that her mum and dad's whispering in her ear as well, so that's great. Great to have support from parents. So I'm just going to show you this clip from Maddy. Then we're going to jump into the show, and I've got lots of questions to ask Maddy and pretty much rock and roll. So hi to all our schools, hi to all our children watching out there. I think we've got lots and lots of schools watching, so that's cool. Hello. So we're going to get started. Here goes. Here's this little clip from Maddy, and I hope that you like it.
I got a feeling and I'm gonna feel it out. It got me shaking up and moving around. From the birches to the blacktop. Get me out of it. You don't stop. You don't quit. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. You don't stop. You don't quit. No, not a little bit.
Robinson's Fruit Shoot, made with no added sugar and real fruit.
Okay, so here goes. I'm going to introduce Maddy. Here she comes on the show. So good morning, Maddy.
Hi. Hello.
How are we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm super, thanks. Good to hear from you. So pretty much I'm going to take control of this show, and I want you to relax because I know you're a little bit nervous. I'll turn that little annoying banner off at the bottom and you can see me. So if there is a little bit delay on this call and you're struggling to hear me, just say, Kieran, I can't hear you, I can't see you, but I hope that you pretty much can. So good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you today, okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. And I like your Liverpool top. Do you think they're going to win the league this year?
Yes.
Do you think they're going to get that trophy?
I hope so.
Obviously.
Good. Awesome. So I know that mum and dad's in the background, so hello to mum and dad as well. And pretty much I've got lots of questions to ask you. And pretty much I'm going to get them up here so you can see them on the screen so it makes it easier. So if you ever forget what I've just asked you, it's on the screen. It's going to be right there. So it's going to be around here somewhere. So I'm going to ask you the first question. So this is off the cuff. So the reason I didn't send you loads of questions is because I don't like it to be scripted. I like it to be natural so that other parents and children out there know it's real. So why, I'm going to type these little things while you're here as well. So here we go. Why football? Why do you like football?
Well, I got into it at a young age. My parents got me into it. I went to FUNDA when I was at a young age, and I just liked it a lot. And obviously, I'm playing football now at a good standard, so I've really enjoyed it. It's been good.
Awesome. And I know that lots of girls will be looking up to you, not just girls, boys as well, because football is for all sexes now. It's for females and it's for males.
Yeah.
I love the hashtag This Girl Can. So I love them that it's for everyone. So for all the girls and boys out there, pretty much looking up to you, I'm going to ask you the next question as well. So we're just going to keep rolling, and it's not scripted. So I've never done it this way before as well. So I'm thinking of these questions off the cuff, and I just want you to enjoy it. And you're doing great. So well done.
Yeah.
So
Thank
that's
you.
football. You started at a young age. Now this is really important. So you started at a young age. So talk to me about when you was little. I remember you when you used to turn up, and you used to turn up with your mum and dad in your car, and you used to pull up, and we used to do loads of crazy stuff with a parachute. We used to have all the different colours, the games. So take us back to when you was. How old are you now, Maddy? By the way,
13.
13. So I think if correct me if I'm wrong. I think you started with us when you was 5.
Yeah.
Around about that age. I might be wrong. Mum and dad might correct me. Talk to us about them Saturday morning sessions that you used to do with us. What do you remember in the back of your brain?
I remember just coming to training, and then we had it was really fun. I remember winning them little blue trophies.
Yeah.
That you used to give out. It was a lot of fun, and you helped me come. Well, you said I should go to Blackburn when I was still at a young age, and I just carried on doing that.
Cool, awesome. So, what did you do at Blackburn? What was your journey at Blackburn? What was talk to us about?
Yeah, I had a trial at Blackburn when I was really young, when I was 6. I think I remember they said that I was a bit too young, so I need a bit more experience. So I went back to FUNDA, and then in a few years' time, when I was 8, I trialed at Liverpool, and I got through into the under 11s, and it's my sixth season now that I'm going into. So it's been good.
Awesome. So you went to Blackburn, because I think I remember it's one of my good friends. I think it's Gemma Donnelly who was the head there. Was it the Gemma Donnelly?
Yeah.
And so Blackburn's a great setup. So you progressed from there, and pretty much you were loving your football. So when you was taking part in your FUNDA lessons, because you was dominated by, I think there were 50 or 60 boys. Yeah. And you was the only girl. So pretty much, how did that feel? And what do you remember the most from them lessons? Apart from rewards, apart from having fun, what else do you remember as well?
I remember there was a lot of boys around there, and I was the only girl. So I had to get used to that environment of I'm the only girl. So, but I just wanted to play football and see where it took. So even if there was boys there, I just wanted to play whatever it was.
And I remember that. So let me just see if I can just pop up Maddy when she was younger as well. Let me just have a look. So you can all see Maddy there with her a little medal, and that was Maddy as I remember her, little young Maddy. And then she's slowly getting older. So that's cool. You're progressing. So we did a lot of the fundamentals. So when you was younger, I always remember it's all about having fun with children. It's all about the fundamentals, having the perfect active start. So we got active, and it's all about having that important active start. So for any parents out there listening, I just want to share a bit of learning from myself. So what I want to share with whilst Maddy just plays on hold there, it's all about, in terms of long-term athletic development for parents watching out there and kids, it's important to give your children the ultimate active start, to have fun, to learn about the fundamentals. It doesn't have to be in football. It can be any sport, because there's so many parents, I don't know if you'd agree with me, that they just push the children into football. They turn it too football specific at too young of a age, and the children falls out of love from football and turns the other way and closes the door. But Maddy's carried on, so Maddy's really enjoying your journey. So can you tell us, Maddy, I'm going to get this up as well because I've got this, 2 seconds. Can you tell us about your pretty much journey at the minute? What's happening at Liverpool FC? So what happens down there?
So, like I said, I started when I was 8, and then the coach said I could move up into the under 11s. So there were girls who were like 2 years older than me who I was playing with. So my first season was a little bit like I'm getting used to it, seeing what everything's like, and then I progressed and then because I was a younger one, I went into the under 10s, and then next season under 12s, and then under 14s this season, and I'm going to stay with under 14s this season. But yeah, it's a good experience. You get to play in different places. Like I play in London, Birmingham. I played in Germany last year with the club, and I got picked to play in Singapore this year in April, but unfortunately it was cancelled. But when you play at Liverpool, you get to play against some of the big teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Man United. So yeah, it's a good experience.
Wow, awesome. So you talked about travel. Where have you travelled at the minute? Where have you been? Talk to me a little bit more about your travel. Where have you been?
Yeah. So last year we had a tournament in Dusseldorf. It was like a futsal tournament, like a five-side tournament, and they were like all stands where everyone was there was a big crowd. But yeah, it was a good experience for us because it was our first time like going abroad and traveling as a club, and yeah, we played against some German teams, and yeah, it was a good time.
I hope you beat them. Did you win?
Well, we didn't win the whole tournament, but we beat a few decent clubs. Yeah, they were a year older, a lot physical. But yeah, it was a good learning curve for us.
Awesome, because I remember you, Maddy. You used to have a beetroot red face when you were taking part in our sessions, and you used to throw the boys around. You used to be hustling. You used to be getting stuck in, and nothing fazed you. So that's good, and keep up that confidence. And to be honest, you probably talk better on these shows. And probably I'll get lots of texts after this, people calling me. There's some of the celebrity and footballers and pro footballers that's been on the show. So that's awesome. You're doing such a great job. So Liverpool FC, so talk me through, what days do you play for Liverpool FC for any children that's watching? What days?
So we train Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, and then we normally have like a match on a Saturday.
Brilliant. So Saturday morning comes, so it's the night before, Friday, and you're all excited, ready for your game. What's your preparation before your game to share with the children the discipline you have to have?
Yeah, so I get all my kit ready, get it out so I'm ready in the morning, and then I plan what I have for breakfast so I know what I'm gonna have, and then you gotta go to sleep at a good time. You can't be staying up all night. So you have to have a good amount of rest for the morning. So yeah, that's basically what I do, and then go to the game.
Now, when I played football when I was younger, because I know that you probably didn't know this, because I nearly made it professional. I nearly signed for Burnley FC. The last place got built, not as good as Liverpool. And me and my cousin, who's already been on the show, he played in the Premier League last season, and now he's at QPR and he's doing so well, and he's progressing so much until COVID. But I remember when I used to play, I used to make sure that my mum and dad used to make sure that my boots was always clean, my football boots. So I used to have to get them out the bag. I used to have to use a toothbrush to get in all the screws. My dad was really disciplined with that. And I used to have to use Vaseline or dubbing at the end of them because nowadays they're all fancy plastic boots, but I used to have leather, kangaroo leather.
I have leather boots as well. I have leather boots.
Talk to me about them.
We usually play on 3G, so I don't really get them too really muddy and all that. But when we do play on grass, my dad usually cleans them out.
Oh, your dad. That's lovely, your dad. So parent support. So how important do you think it is? Hold on a second as well. If anybody wants to ask any questions, comment below. We've had some people commenting already saying, go Mads. If anybody wants to comment and ask any questions, we're going to have a Q&A at the end of this. Just ask loads of questions. But when we get back to it, Maddy, is in terms of your mum and dad cleaning your football boots, what kind of parent support have you had already from your parents? Because that's important.
Yeah, they're really supportive of what I'm doing, and they're really proud of me playing for England and Liverpool, and yeah, they're traveling. They like, even if my mum's got work or my dad's got work, I don't know how they do it. They somehow fit it in.
Yeah,
and they get it done.
That's why I've put a picture of a taxi there, because I know that mum and dad at the minute, they start the me turn, they're traveling the world, and without that support, I know that my cousin Mark mentioned that in his podcast about the support that he had from his parents when they used to work around the clock and they used to take him everywhere. That is the most important thing as part of your development. So we're up to Liverpool FC, so that's all cool. Now, who have you met there at Liverpool FC? What else do you do? Talk to us a little bit more about the top giants in the Premier League at the minute.
Well, at the actual club, you do like loads of like social. We have like psychological classes. We sometimes like review our game footage to like reflect on our games. And we have gym. So like on some days we won't just do football. Like on a Monday we might do gym and a class. And like Tuesday it will be football day and all stuff like that. And sometimes we have like tournament nights, so they do bring an element of fun into it. So it's not just all serious football. You do get to learn different aspects. But yeah, I think you just got to enjoy yourself.
Love it.
Like with whatever you're doing.
And what position do you play at the moment?
Well, this season I played like an attacking, like centre attacking mid, like a number 10 role. But I do like anywhere in the midfield really, like centre mid, like centre defensive mid. Yeah.
So you're a Paul Scholes. Do you see yourself as a Paul Scholes where you get on the ball, one touch pass?
I'm more like Gerrard, but you know.
Oh, Gerrard. He's one of my favourite players. Awesome. Yeah. So let's talk about psychological. You mentioned about the mindset. So that's really important. So what kind of things stick in your mind from the stuff that they're teaching you down there, the experts down there, the coaches? What kind of stuff are they teaching you?
Well, they like teach you to like be serious and not just think it's just a game. Just like be serious about it, and you want to win. Don't just do it because you have to do it. Have that mindset that you do want to win and you want to put in a good performance.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, the teachers all about that, and
Awesome. So that's the slack. So when we talk about winning, because we've had lots of parents saying at primary school, my child doesn't learn about winning. Everybody's a winner. And I turn around to them teachers and I turn around to them children and I say to them, look, if you're not first, you're last. So pretty much when we're talking about winning, I know that you always wanted to win. You always was a winner, and all the parents used to come to me on a Saturday mornings and say, my child hasn't won a medal. My child scored 20 goals. They haven't won a trophy. And I used to turn around to them parents and say, look, guys, there's more to playing football than winning a trophy. There's winning in terms of your attitude as well. So we used to give trophies and medals for the most improved, the attitude. So you mentioned that already, the attitude, the professionalism, that if children like yourself, I know you used to win a lot of stickers and medals, you used to turn up with all these boys and you used to just get stuck in and have the confidence. So you won medals for that and not just scoring like you used to score anyway, but you used to win medals for that as well. And that's really important for your confidence. So talk to us about winning. How many games are you winning? How's it going down at Liverpool? We'll stick to Liverpool for now.
Well, this season I was top scorer for the club. And we have two different leagues, like a top tier and a bottom tier. We were in top tier and we did well in that. We played some really good performances. And I think like having a trophy is good, but knowing yourself that you've done like your best is like the best thing, really.
Awesome. And do you know something? This is really valuable. You might not think it, Maddy, but I feel like you're doing a great job. It's really valuable. It might feel like you're waffling on. You're not. There's no rush now because I want this to last forever, because I think it's absolutely awesome for any children and parents that watch this back. So I'm just popped you up here as well. So let's talk about your England opportunities. What's happening at England at the minute? What's happening?
So I was selected for 4 camps, and it's like a 3-day camp where you meet new people, you play like really intense sessions, and it's not just all about like football, because obviously you do learn a lot of new skills and everything like that, but it's also like your personal development, like your own body, what's the right foods to eat, staying hydrated, having the right amount of rest. You get to learn all different things about that. So yeah, and I use that now, like stuff I've learned from England, I use now.
Awesome. So let's wind the clock back, because I want people to take away when they watch this back on YouTube, because parents get a coffee later on. So talk to us, how did you get, so you played at Liverpool, you started at FUNDA, you played at Liverpool, you continue with your schoolwork, we'll talk about that later. How did you get the opportunity to start with England, to kind of like get them opportunities?
Yeah, so we was at this tournament a year ago in York, and there were some England scouts watching, and when we were playing, they were like watching our games, picking up some players, and yeah, I just got picked. I got picked up by one of the scouts.
Good. So that comes down to you shining. That comes down to you shining and shining like a star and staying disciplined. So talk to us about your schoolwork as well, in terms of school, because I guess if you misbehave at school, there won't be no opportunities. Yeah. What's happening with your schoolwork at the moment?
Yeah, you need to have like a good balance between schoolwork and yeah, I'm doing really well at school. Like all my teachers are supportive about it, and they like always ask me questions and everything like that. So yeah, my schoolwork's good, really good.
Awesome, awesome. What's your worst subjects? What do you struggle with the most?
Gosh, I'd say probably maths.
Yeah.
Maths. Like art and all that, I can't really draw, so
don't worry about that. As long as you can see the pictures on the pitch, that's all what matters. And in terms of maths, it's like I say to any children, any parents, don't worry. Now, I must say this lightly because I might get told off, but in terms of school, just try your best. You don't need to be all in the top classes and top sets. In terms of maths, science, and the core subjects, they're all outdated now anyway. And pretty much if you want to know the answer to a maths question, you can Google it nowadays. And you can also use Siri on your phone. So you can say, Siri, what's 2 + 2? And it gives you the answer. So technology is changing, parents out there. So just support your children. Even if they do struggle at school, give them support and let them shine at whatever they're good at. So pretty much in terms of Maddy here as well, what I want to talk about, have you met any professional footballers, Maddy, when you've been on your journey?
Well, yeah, I've met like pretty much the whole Liverpool squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Like all the first team of the Liverpool squad, you've met everyone. And what kind of tips have they given you? Anything?
Well, it was like we like won. I don't even know how we won it. It was like a little private thing where when the coach comes in, all the players come out and like take pictures with them and speak to them. So yeah, we just had a few photos with some of the players.
Awesome, and I've got that to show everybody at the end as well. So I'm going to drill you. I'm going to question you. I'm going to get my money's worth out of you today. So memory. So top of mind awareness. So give me one memory that you remember. What do you remember from FUNDA? Just one thing that sticks in your head. One thing.
Just like, yeah, just the fun, like playing against all the boys. And I remember like when I did play against all the boys, like it was just a good environment playing. I didn't feel like out of it or anything.
Good, good. And here's one for you. And be very careful because I might kick you off the show. Who's your favourite coach so far? And be careful because before you say anything, be careful because your Liverpool coaches will be watching your England coaches, and you can it's up to you.
Oh, from them?
From everywhere. Well? Everywhere.
Vicky Jepson.
I can't even believe you paused then. So Vicky, so I want to mention Vicky. So why Vicky at the moment? Because that's really important for any parents watching. Yeah. Why Vicky?
Because when my first trial at Liverpool, she was the one who actually like said, yeah, you can come along and play with team, and
Yep.
she was with me for that whole season, and she like got me through to the next season as well. So she like kind of in a way like started me off at Liverpool.
Awesome. So go on.
Yeah,
Keep
and
talking.
she's now the manager of the first team as well.
Awesome. So, in terms of Vicky, if she doesn't give you a spot in the first team, I'm personally going to ring her and I'm going to ask her why, and she has to answer to me, and I'll critique her and I'll say, why, Vicky, when Maddy says you're a favourite coach, you're inspiring these children, I want you to play her in midfield as you get older, and you will be there, and I can't wait to see that. Because another little tip that I always tell people is that thoughts become things. So you've got to think it, you've got to be it, you've got to live it. So what I used to do, I used to have a little kind of like dream map on my wall. It was like a picture. I've got one similar over on the wall over here in my gym, and it shows all the pictures that where you think you want to be. So playing for Liverpool, it could be that you want a nice house. You might not want children because you're playing for Liverpool, or you might want children. I don't know. So you've got to think about all your positivity and your mindfulness, and really think it and live it. So do you think about and dream about playing football on a professional level?
Yeah, I do think about it quite a lot, and like where even if I didn't play football, what else would I do? Like I'd want to like stay in that environment, like maybe coaching or like a PE coach, just stay somewhere around it.
Maybe work for FUNDA as well.
Maybe.
So that's good. So in terms of England, I could really see you at the next World Cup, in the future World Cups, and I best get a ticket. So pretty much there with the World Cup side of things in terms of England. What other children at the minute have you got in your cluster, your friends in your game, and how important are your friends at the minute?
Yeah, it is like when I have got training, it is like hard to like, balance like friends and all that. But yeah, you got to like have like a personal life as well on the other side of football, but don't let like friends like distract you in a way. And just all that.
What distractions are out there at the minute for a girl at your age? Because there'll be other girls that'll watch this who's trying to be a footballer and play for Liverpool and England. What distractions? Because I remember when I was younger and me and my cousin were playing football, my friends used to go around Burnley Town Centre to McDonald's. They used to go to the joke shop. We used to get up to all kinds of mischief. I remember once buying the silly string from the old toy shop there in Burnley when I was a young boy. And I think we bought like 50 cans of silly string because it was an offer, and it ended up all over Burnley Town Centre. So that was one distraction. So what kind of distractions are going on at a girl of your age at the minute?
So like you say, like my friends going like shopping or like sleepovers or like going out to the park or something. Something like that, just going out, meeting up and all different things like that.
Good. On this TikTok and on this Snapchat and all this. We're on TikTok now, by the way, so anybody that wants to follow us, they can do on TikTok. So it's the up and coming. So pretty much there, Maddy, as well. Is there any tips that you would like to give for other children at primary school? I know that you're at high school now. Is there any tips for children who's at primary school at the minute?
You just gotta like listen. Wait, do you mean like in football terms or like just growing up?
In any terms you want, any tips
Like,
for kids?
So listening to like your coaches or your teachers, because that's how you'll learn. And like being respectful, because you've got to like have a good like mannerism, and you've got to like, if you want to go on the football side of things or like a sport, you just got to be dedicated, and you know yourself if you want to do something and you're comfortable doing that. So don't push yourself into doing something you don't want to do.
Awesome. Absolutely brilliant, Maddy. You could be a good coach. So in terms of listening, because I've got very big ears, and that's really important, because I never used to listen at school. I was destructive and I was a distractor because I struggled at school. But one thing that I have learned to do is listen. So I read 52 books a year, 1 book a week, and I listen to it through podcast and audio. So in terms of listening, that's probably one of the biggest things you've said for any child here or any parent that's watching this. because I've been now banging on this show, FUNDA Greatness, and I've got some great guests coming on over the next couple of weeks. And some parents are not choosing to listen. They're not putting the child in front of this show, because this show is about real life skills. It's about not academically, not being at school. It's about learning through real life experiences and people that are doing it, and teaching children how to unlock their full potential and achieve greatness, and parents as well. And still, parents are choosing not to watch this show. And what I probably say to you, Maddy, is keep doing what others refuse to do. So I want you to do the complete opposite of what all your children are doing. All is pretty much do what others refuse to do. So if people are going to the park, I want you to do a fitness circuit. If people are going to the cinema, eating popcorn, you can have a reward, you can have a treat. I'm just putting my parent hat on, because my 2 boys now will be starting football, I hope. At the minute, they're into PJ Masks and superheroes. I'm not forcing them. I'm trying to give him a football and have fun. We're doing fundamentals in the gym, but it's about do what others refuse to do. So what are you going to do what others refuse to do? What are you going to do different than any other children of your age?
Yeah, so like some like people, like they'll stay up all night, and you know they won't really do much, and they'll go out, and you've got to be your own person, and don't follow others, and just have the confidence to say no, I'm not going to do that to them. Just be yourself, basically.
You're doing great. Now, what I want to show everybody is pretty much you went on TV, and I couldn't believe it when your mum showed me the video. She was like, your mum's been whispering in my ear all along, because I think she likes to keep me updated, which is lovely. And she said, Kieran, Maddy's England, Maddy's Liverpool. I'm like, this is great. I tell everybody at the office, and it motivates us. And we stopped doing the Saturday mornings, because obviously it was starting to cost us more money than what it was that we were bringing in. And I was fed up of them parents, them pushy parents, and your mum and dad probably all seen them, is the ones that got there half an hour early, asking us to open the gate, taking the child on and doing extra with them, and then coming to me after that would say, my child scored 50 goals, why didn't you give them a medal? And I pretty much stopped Saturday mornings, because I got fed up with parents and lost my hair because of it. So in terms of your TV show that you've been on, talk to us about that. How did you get spotted to be on TV? And I know you're good with your football. What's going on?
Yeah, so it was a few years ago, and my mum sent some video clips just of me doing some skills in the garden to this TV producer in a way, and she called me over and said, yeah, we'll see her down. So I went down to London for a dress rehearsal, and met all the crew members, and it was 3 days filming in London. I went past the River Thames. They had to stop all the people, because it was really busy. They'd stop all the people, get the cameras out. There were people watching from the windows. So yeah, it was a really good experience.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show everybody this TV advert again, and I'm going to ask you some questions about it, because I know what it's like to be on camera. I know how many takes it takes to do a video. So pretty much here as well, I want to show everybody this TV show that you've just been on and see if they can spot you. Let's go.
I got a feeling and I'm gonna feel it out. It got me shaking up and moving around. From the birches to the blacktop. Don't stop, don't quit. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. Don't stop, don't quit. No, not a little bit.
Robinson's Fruit Shoot, made with no added sugar and real fruit.
So we're not sponsored by Fruit Shoot. I must get that in there. But how old was you, Maddy, when you went on to that TV show? How old?
I was 11.
11. So how many takes did it take you to get that ball into that bin?
Well, it took me 7 in total, but it just kept hitting the rim, bouncing in and out of it, and I just kept kicking it over, and I nearly hit the man's head at one point.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. And balancing that football on your head, can you just do that anytime, anywhere?
I was able to do it. I haven't done it for a while.
Good. There weren't anybody holding it on your head, was there?
No, it
Good.
would not be though, didn't it?
So that's the honesty. So that's awesome. So that fruit shoot advert. So the last thing I want to leave on, because obviously I want it to be a shorter show than most, is
Yeah.
pretty much, and I probably want to kind of like give any kind of golden nuggets. I call them golden nuggets. So for anybody out there, what's the one thing that you've learned along the way so far that you would share to other children and parents watching this to get where you want to be?
You just gotta like be hard working. I think if you don't put the effort in, you're not gonna like get everything that you want out of it. So you know yourself, you've got to put loads of effort in to achieve what you want to achieve.
Awesome. So hustle. And that's fantastic. So now I know your mum and dad sat there in the background and they probably don't, but I want some tips if they can whisper in your ear, parent tips. So any tips for parents to support their child, what tips would your mum and dad give you? Or give other parents?
How can I put this? Just enjoy your daughter or your son, how they play.
Yeah.
It's great that Maddy's doing very well at the moment, but she has bad games. I don't berate her. I don't just support her. That's the biggest thing you can do for your child.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So the biggest takeaway for parents today, and I know that Maddy's not a parent, but the biggest thing that listening to mum and dad, Maddy's mum and dad, I spoke to my cousin's mum and dad, Jay Rodriguez's mum and dad, and they pretty much said the same thing, is to enjoy your kids and pretty much be there for your kids. And I read a little bit of I put a post up on Instagram the other day when I was out running, and I pulled over, and I know Maddy goes as well, and I just had a light bulb moment, and I thought, poor kids that are out there at the minute in primary schools who's living through this history of COVID-19. And I wrote this little post on here, and I'm going to read it out to all our parents and people on Facebook. And it said, I wrote it in an email, and it said, "Dear parent, don't stress about your schoolwork. In September, teachers will get your children back on track. That's their superpower. Right now, I would like you to remain calm. Share your laughter, have fun, and enjoy time with your kids. No kids are ahead. No kids are behind. Your kids are right where they need to be, and that's with you, parents and families at home." And we sent that out. So your mum and dad's exactly spot on. Enjoy your kids, be there for your kids, and hopefully one day your child can achieve greatness. So I know that Maddy, 100%, if you stick at it, and if you need any support from our FUNDA team, you will play for England. You will play for Liverpool under Jessica if she's still in the job. If not, she'll be at another club and she'll get you in. But keep up the great work. What's your focus now over the summer? What are you going to be focusing on? What are you going to be doing out of school?
I'm just going to be focused on keeping fit for pre-season, whenever that may be. And when it does come along, just like putting in some good performances, hopefully being selected for England under 15s, to play against like some different countries. So yeah, just looking forward to it. And I also play for Lancashire, the county, and we got to the national final. We haven't lost a game all season. So yeah, that's something to look forward to, where we'll be playing in like a professional stadium. So that'll be good.
Awesome. So you also play for Lancashire as well. So you're following the same route as what me and Mark did, because I also played for Lancashire and I captained Lancashire as well. I was a captain. But the tips for you, Maddy, what I'd give you, because obviously with me and my cousin Mark and watching him grow up and living and breathe it, I want to give parents lots of tips out there now. So this is coming from me, and it's coming from my opinion. So sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings out there. So I am authentic. I am who I am, and I don't care what people think. That's why I'm on here with a bald head, and I'm sat here at home with a dartboard behind my head. I might have a game of darts after. Who knows? But pretty much here as well is the tips that I've learned along the way is to stay grounded. So you've got to stay grounded and be yourself and go with whatever makes your heart sing. So whatever makes your passion, your why has got to be bigger than anything of why you're doing it in the first place. And then what I would probably say to Maddy and any child out there, and this goes for boys and girls who are Maddy's age, who are trying to be a professional footballer, is probably not to burn yourself out. So I've noticed when I was younger, I used to run for miles on the side of the road, and I just wanted to be a pro footballer. And pretty much I used to train every day, and I didn't stretch. I didn't stretch my muscles. I didn't drink enough water. My diet wasn't on the point because my mum and dad only could afford frozen chips and frozen food and food out the tin and out the can. So you've got to really think about your body and your make sure that you feed that your body that the food that they love to get to where you want to be. But also the final thing that I want to share with all children is don't go scattergun approach. Make sure that you plan a short-term plan, a mid-term plan, and a long-term plan. So where do you want to be in 6 weeks' time? Where do you want to be in 3 years' time, 2 years' time, and work backwards and plan, and then set these goals, but don't do too much too soon, because it got to the point now where myself, I can barely walk, so I'll go for a run and I've burnt myself out. Whereas my cousin Mark, who plays in the Premier League now and QPR, and he's made it, he's made loads of money, he's doing great, is that he was very disciplined, and he still is today. So I noticed the other day, if you want to follow his Instagram, Foodie Footballer Maddy, is that he's got lots of tips there for footballers. And last night he was using a golf ball on the bottom of his foot because he gets tight calves. So he was using a golf ball to release the pressure of his calves, and he's got loads of tips. So I'd probably just say, don't burn yourself out. Parents, stop taking your kids from club to club to club, because it's not about that. It's about enjoying your kids, supporting your kids, and pretty much do what your kids want to do, but also have goals as well that you can smash. So sorry, Maddy, this is about you. So anything else there in terms of, because we're just about out of time now, and I think you've been absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Is there anybody got any comments from, because I know that people will watch this back, has anybody got any questions they want to ask? Has your mum and dad got any questions they want to ask? Has anybody got any questions? And if you watch this video back, because some people sneak at work, they're watching this under the desk at work now as well. So what we'll do, we'll get loads of questions after, Maddy. And I think you've been great. Yeah. So
thank you.
Good luck with all your career, and keep me posted. And I hope that you have a fantastic, fantastic career and stay disciplined.
Thank you.
Okay, Maddy, have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Bye.
FUNDA Greatness. Engage, inspire, motivate, and empower millions of children every day, supporting you, the adult, to unlock your child's full potential so that they can achieve greatness at home, school, and in life.
Your child can achieve greatness. What is greatness? What is your child's full potential? There's only one way to find out. It's okay to not follow the crowd. It's okay to be different. Who cares what others think? You only have one life. Live it. Do what others refuse to do.
Making a positive difference to children's lives every day.